Yay. Okay, everybody. Hi again. Welcome. I will just start by saying I am not an expert in either ChatGPT or Canva, but I have recently just dove into a lot of it and I'm just loving it. I also am terrible for schedules and keeping myself in check. So if anytime I can do things in advance, I'm all for it. So I have figured out a way I can create some bulk content and schedule it as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen and let's start with ChatGPT. Sorry, I've got a ton of windows up and there we go. Okay, so just confirm, can we see the ChatGPT there? Polly, you can see the chat on my screen?
Yes, I see it. Yes.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so one of the cool things that I have recently learned about ChatGPT was finding my perfect customer. This has been, I know it's a issue for a lot of people, and I always had a really good idea of who she is, but was never able to put it into words. So I thought, you know what, let's ask ChatGPT. So I put in who I am and, you know, basically Michelle's sort of framework and what she's kind of been directing us to do. So I kind of plugged all that in and it spit out who my perfect customer is. So I'm just going to ask it right now. Do you remember who my perfect customer is? And it's going to come back.
That's so cool. It remembers that. It's cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I just asked it if it remembered, and when I initially did it, it gave me a full screen. It gave me what she likes. It gave me what her pain points are. It gave me all, like, it's just incredible, guys. I mean, give it a shot. But anyway, it's cool that it remembers that. So then what I did is I also told it what my business was. So I fed it all of our like key points, like 2 hours. 2 hours a day, daily pay, 100% commissions, no MLM, you know, all those what sort of bullet points of our business. So I'm just going to type that in. Remember what my online business is. So we'll just make sure he remembers what my business is. I figure I'm going to give it a name one of these days. Maybe I'll call it Ryan. I don't know. So this is what I've kind of told it. So now when I'm creating content and whatnot, it knows sort of what direction to go in. Now, the third thing I have also sort of pre-set up is, do you remember what my favorite types of content are? And for my content, guys, I am starting to do just mostly faceless videos, text on screen, that kind of thing. So, I mean, it will depend on what kind of you're going for. But my favorite are points of views, the if-then statements, infographics, motivational quotes, behind the scenes, etc. So those are kind of my favorite things. So let's see. Let me do. Oh, what haven't I done? Well, let's just do POV. I tend to like, no, I want something that's going. So let's do interact. Okay, let's do interactive comments. So I'm going to say, can you create me? Let's just do 5 pieces of content. And I'm going to create it for, let's do TikTok. Can you create me 5 pieces of content for TikTok to sell my online business? I can't spell. To my ideal customer. Can you create me 5 pieces of content for TikTok to sell my online business to my ideal customer? Oh, using, well, I knew I was forgetting something. Using the interactive content style.
Excuse
And
me,
let's
while
see
you're
what it,
pulling, I'm sorry, excuse me, while you're pulling that up, a young lady wants to know, what would you do if you wanted to do text to video? So you would just tell it whatever type of video you want, right?
yeah, well, the text part, I mean, because all of this, my direction is text, so it's going to depend on what answers you give it and what you ask. So let's just see what the answers is here. And so it says video content, so you can show this, and then you can say text on screen, and then it's also saying voiceover. So in that sense, you could almost record yourself saying,
Yeah.
can you guess how many hours it takes to enjoy this kind of freedom daily? Drop your answers below. And then you can put the text on screen after that, or like you could do so many different things. Does that make sense? Like you could record yourself with a voiceover.
And I've actually done that, to be honest with you. I've
Yeah,
done video off there, so it does kind of work. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we addressed Susan's concern. She was asking about text, so I
perfect.
think you explained it, but yeah, okay. Let
Yes,
me,
Makes
yes,
sense.
it's good. I'm still learning kind of how to get text on a video or a post. And
Right.
so,
So
yeah,
that is more in the editing stages. So we will see a little bit of that when I play with when I do play with Canva, but that
okay.
depends on what you prefer to use. I started when I started recording and editing my videos, I really liked CapCut. I still like CapCut, except it's not as desktop friendly, and I'm tending to move toward my desktop laptop computer. CapCut works like a dream on my phone. I love it on my phone, and you can do so much with it. I also have a kind of inkling that TikTok might prefer you use their platform to create your content.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard they're kind of cutting CapCut because there's some competition there.
Yeah, so I do kind of think, if you can use TikTok and get comfortable with it, I kind of think if that's your main platform, you probably should use that. But again, I'm no expert in all of this. This is just stuff that I've heard from Michelle, members of the community, different other people watching videos, like it's all hearsay, right? To be honest, I don't even know if TikTok knows what they're looking for.
right, at times changes up.
It just seems to change, and I don't know that anybody really knows. So it's trial and error and getting used to. I mean, the bottom line is pick something that you can start getting used to, get used to it, and go with it. The more, because that's just going to get your content out there. Because that's the most important part, is to get your content out there, right?
Yeah, perfect. I'm
I
already
think.
ready. Like what are we, like 6 minutes in, and I'm like, I can hardly contain myself.
That's great.
Okay, so now it has created, it gave me 5 ideas. And what I would normally do is kind of really take a look through it and actually make sure it is what I want. There has been some, it's like, yeah, you know what, I don't like that. But you know what? Like, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, watched Michelle's ChatGPT thing. So let's just use a little bit of her massaging. And let's just say, okay, let's say we want to make it funny. Let's say, can you add some humor? And ChatGPT loves its adjectives. You could say, can you add some anxiety? Can you add some, I can't even think of the words, but you can even ask ChatGPT, what adjectives can I use?
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
It's
Kind of crazy.
amazing. I love it.
It's kind of crazy how it remembers you. And here's what I know. It must not be a middle-aged woman, because they would never remember all this stuff. So
Exactly right. And that is my ideal customer, is kind of middle-aged, single,
yeah,
kind of free spirit sort of thing. So
yeah.
now on the left-hand side here, you can see that I have several chats open. I think, I haven't tested this Siri, but I think if I went to like a new chat, I think it might forget it. So I think you have to stay on the same chat, but I mean,
Then don't go to a new chat, girl.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I can go back.
Oh, I
Be
love it.
brave.
You're
Be brave.
brave.
This is, you can't be afraid of tech, you guys. Tech, you can always erase it. You can always go back. It might be a pain in the butt, but you can always go back.
Right, right. I get it.
Okay, let's see if this window knows who my ideal. No, so it is the, as soon as you change the chat window. So I'm gonna go back and see, and hope this one still remembers. But even if it doesn't, it would take me maybe 3 minutes to get it back to where it was.
I'm kind of glad it didn't remember because that would have freaked me out a little bit. So
Yeah, see? Yeah, see, there you go. And I mean, for this Zoom call, I didn't come in with a plan of action. I had no idea what I was going to talk about. So because ChatGPT kind of takes on its own little flow, like you read something, it's like, okay, well, you know, maybe I want something funnier, maybe I want something sadder. Like as it takes on its own life. It's just, oh, it's so cool. I just love it. Okay,
We'll
so
never get lonely. We always have somebody to talk to.
maybe that's why I like it so much. Okay. Oh, this is too much fun. Okay, so let's just, I didn't really look through these, but we added some humor. Let's just say this is what I want to go with. So in looking at these, if I was to sort of plan my video, let's see, I'm going to, I'm going to put text on screen. So I'm going to have a text box for that. And I think I'm going to do the voiceover part in a text box as well. And maybe I'll do this. I haven't done an interactive one before, but maybe I'll. Yeah, maybe we'll do a third text box. So I want 3 text boxes. So what I'm going to tell it to do is, can you create a table where column 1, sorry, this is going to take me a minute to type out. Column 1 is the title. Column 2 is the video. Oh, no, I don't need the video content. Is the text. Column 3 is the voiceover. And 4 is the interactive. Okay. So it should do its magic here.
Get out of town. Look at that. Wow.
Isn't that cool? Like, oh my
That
gosh.
is so cool.
crazy. You're just saying it's crazy.
Wow.
I'm gonna be up all night now. Like
Me too, girl.
I know. I was just saying to Paula, like my eyes are so dry right now because I was just playing with this last night and I was all so gung-ho and I'm like, oh yes. So I created and scheduled 5 pieces of content for 5 days for 3 different platforms.
Oh, well, you're
And
done.
I did
then.
this and scheduled and it's all ready to go. So I did this all last night. So I was just wired and I'm just like, okay, let's go. Yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah, it is
Okay,
fun.
so I
Did
have
that
got
give you?
these 4 columns. So we're done with ChatGPT 4 now. So I'm going to pop over to Canva. Now this bulk feature is on the Pro version of Canva. So unfortunately, that is a limitation if you don't have the Pro version. It wouldn't take that much longer though to do it individually if you were going to do it. But yeah, personally, I think the Pro version is so worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to create a TikTok video is going to be my project. Just because I find the TikTok format, it's easier to go from TikTok to Instagram than it is for Instagram to go to TikTok.
Okay.
So I'm going to create a blank TikTok video. do. Now I said, okay, so with the ChatGPT, what did I say? I wanted, do I want 3 columns? Let's put that as a column. I never actually read that. That's kind of funny. Okay, so I'm going to use the title as just in the description. So I want 3 text boxes. Okay. And this is the longest one. So I'm going to copy this.
Because it's the longest?
Because it's the longest. So, and that will make sense in just a second. So I'm going to create 3 text boxes. And so this one I'm just going to paste. Because it's the longest, I want to get a feel for the size. So I'm just going to get that bigger. And I don't want it to go all the way to the edges, so I'm just going to put that in here. Okay, and this was the middle one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's the middle one. Okay, so I'm just going to copy. Oh, no, I want to change this still. So depending on the video, because I'm not going to actually pick a video yet. So I want some text that's going to be adaptable to a lot of different videos. So all I'm going to do is put an outline on this text, and I'm going to put it thick and in white. So you can't really see that yet, but you will see that when it happens. So now I'm going to copy this, and I want one up top. I want one in the middle, and then I want one at the bottom. And don't worry too much about formatting and stuff yet. We just want to get a general idea. And then I want to put a box at the bottom for my call to action. And all I've been saying is comment and follow for more. But again, that's whatever your call to action is, however you want to set that up. And I want to bring that down. It's probably going to be down here somewhere. So this is all we're doing is getting a rough idea of what it's going to look like. And I want to do that. Okay. So now we can play. Here's our fun part. Okay, so I've got the 3. Oh, shoot.
You're gonna explain why you just did that box in white again?
Just, yeah, for the, sorry guys, I'm running out of time on the Zoom, but if it runs out, I will throw a quick link in the community again for a new one. Okay, so with that being said, I better keep talking. Now the magic happens. Okay, so we're gonna go over to these apps. And we're gonna scroll down, we're gonna find bulk create. And this is where, oh, it's so fun. I love this. We're just going to enter data manually. I've seen a few videos and they keep telling you to put your data into a spreadsheet and then bring it over here. And you know what?
Like a CVS or something?
Yeah, you don't even have to do that. You can do it straight from chat. So I'm going to copy. I don't want the title. Oh, it's going to give it to me anyway. That's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to copy all of this. Copy, and we're going to go back to Canva, and I'm just going to go here and paste, and poof, there it is, right? There's all my data.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's in the table, and I'm going to hit done. And now we're going to connect it, link it. So this, the first section, I want it to be my text on screen section, right? So I'm going to go to connect data, and we're going to select text on screen. This section was my voiceover column. My Zoom window's in the way. Okay, my voiceover column. And then this section was my interactive element column. So connect the data. And I'm just right-clicking to pull up this menu. Okay, and I This I want to stay consistent for all of them. If you had a logo or if you had something you wanted on all of them, you could put that in here now. A lot of the tutorials and stuff also put an image in here now, but we don't want the same image for a background. I mean, you could, but I don't think, yeah, you don't want the same image. I don't want the same image. Okay, so I got that set up. Now I'm just going to hit continue. And I'm going to generate 5 pages. That's going to do its magic. Oh, so fun. You guys excited? I'm so excited.
Did you tell it to generate 5 or it automatically generates 5? I was looking, I was writing notes.
I
You
had,
told
because I had 5 lines in my table, it generated
okay.
5.
Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to see. Come on now.
Okay, so here's page 1.
Oh, get out of here. Look at this.
Here's page 2. Here's page
Wow.
3.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Holy
Okay, so
cow.
now that's just the words on the screen, but you know, I mean, with my creativity, that is the hugest part.
Absolutely. No, I love this.
Okay, so now we want a video or an image. You can do either a video or an image. So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and say, what did it say? Yes, the workday challenge, float in the pool with my cat lifestyle. So I'm going to find a woman soaking in a pool.
Yeah.
I have such an image in my head of that. I wish you could just take it out and pop it in there.
I almost can. So if we go to elements here,
Okay.
I'm just going to type in, let's just try woman in, well, let's try woman floating, see what that brings up.
Might want to put a live woman floating. One that's not alive.
Okay, so I mean, there's a ton of stuff that it pulled up.
But
So
for a
there's
cat.
yeah, well, I don't know if you'll find many cat pictures floating in a pool.
I know, it's being stupid. It's so exciting. I'm just being silly. Look
Yeah.
at this. It's crazy.
So I mean, we could put like a cat on the sushi plate.
So wild, isn't it?
But these are just photos. So I actually want a video, and I want a vertical video. So I'm going to filter that up at the top here.
Okay.
And we're going to see what we got here. I'm not really thrilled here. Not thrilled with that. Let's try woman in a pool. I won't spend too much time looking, but yeah, let's just use this one. So I'm just going to drag it over.
Oh my goodness, look how simple.
And it gets finicky with that, but there we go. Now see how I had the white outline there?
Yeah.
That's where now you can really see it stand out. If I didn't have the white out, well, this background, it probably wouldn't matter. But it wouldn't stand out as much. Now you can change, if you wanted to change the color of the text from here, you can. If you want to move it around, you can. I'm just going to move this up a little bit, move this up a little bit. And I only want like a 5-second video or 6-second video. So I'm going to pull this back. Let's 5.8, sure. And then I want to add some music. So I'm just going to pull this back to the beginning. And throw in some music. I know I'm kind of going through all this fast, but the point is the bulk create, not the Canva tutorial. But if anybody wants to sit down with the Canva at any point, let me know. I will definitely share what I know.
I did a video. I didn't even know how to do that. So it's all great for me because I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's overwhelming, and every time you learn a little more, you learn how much you don't know. Oh,
right. I'm looking over my notes, and I'm gonna have to ask you a question about the white again, just so I can write the notes. But it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna pick a song here.
Yeah, this is
Sure, this works.
Oh, We Are Waves. There you go.
Yeah, this works. Okay, so I'm gonna
in a hat or something.
There we go. So now you see the audio has gone all the way over the bottom.
Yeah,
We don't want that. So we just want to pull it back because we only want it for our first video.
got it.
5.8, 5.8. There we go. So now, probably because of the Zoom, my computer's super slow, but now if I play this back, oh, I actually, you know what? I want this to be the comment and I want my call to action to be delayed. So if I right click on it, I can go to show timing. I just want it to pop out over here.
How do you know all this? This is crazy.
It's a lot, I know. Yeah, I've been doing this for close to a year, so I'm getting better at it.
You're really good, in my opinion.
Well,
I think
thank
so
you.
too.
You're great.
Yeah, very.
And I mean, there's so much more to Canva. It's just so much
And
more to it. I haven't even touched it, but
when you did show timing, what did you do there? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
no problem. So I clicked on whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. So let's just say this text box here. So I just clicked on the text box and you can go up to these three dots or you can right click.
Right.
And then it's showing, but now I can hide it.
Okay, so it just puts in a delay for that section.
Well, okay, so if you show the timing, you see how this top bar comes
Oh,
up?
I'm sorry. I thought you were changing timing. Okay.
I was. So, but you
Okay.
see how the top, you see how it spans the entire video?
Yeah,
Because this small section right here is the video that we're working with, right?
right.
So if I shrink it, or let's do it this way, if I shrink it this way, then at the 2.8 second mark, it's going to disappear. So if we play now, so you're going to see this disappear and my call to action is going to come in.
Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Does that
I
make
missed
sense?
that part. Yeah.
No, that's good. Okay.
You
So
are
we have
changing
one
my
video.
life. You are changing my life.
But that's one video done now. So I can just go to the next one and I can say, okay, let's see what this one looks like.
Crazy.
My next office. So let's just find a woman in an office.
Even gives you the hashtags. That's really cool. Like a hashtag.
For this particular video, yes, it depends on, well, this is because it's looking for interaction, like that's part of the
Oh, I
chore.
see it. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Duh.
You can
So
ask
you
it to
can
add to
still add that,
hashtags.
though. Yeah.
You can definitely ask it to add.
Yeah, because we need to, add this is great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I'm having fun. I love sharing this stuff. I used to do tech training, actually, programming training and stuff, so long time ago.
That explains it all right there.
Right. Exactly.
It was a long time ago, but it was. Okay, so somebody in an office. I don't know, sure, we'll just take this one. Now I just clicked on it, so it's probably just gonna pop over. Yeah, so it just popped.
Either click it or drag it, either way. Gotcha.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, because it just popped over and you can see it's not populating the whole screen, I'm just gonna right click, or you can go to those three dots again. And I'm just gonna set the video as background.
Cool. Thank you.
And then poof, there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna shorten this. Again, I only want a few seconds. Sure, okay, and we want to clean this up a bit. Again, I can change the size. I can do whatever. I mean, you can do whatever you want with this. Make it your own, right? Like, you got to put your personality in it.
Yes, right, exactly.
And I'm just going to do these two, and then I'll show you guys how I do timing.
Like downloading them and putting them where they go.
Yeah, how I actually do all that stuff. So there's that. I'm just going to add some tunes.
I didn't even know about the tunes in here. Gosh.
I learned it last night.
I didn't know there was music. I thought you had to get the music when you were in your platform.
Yeah, no, I just learned it last night, so you're not far behind me.
Cool.
Oh, come on. Sorry, guys, my computer is so slow.
That's been happening here. I called the company and they said we had to reset our modem. They said do it once a month since I'm on it so much.
Oh, yeah. No, this is my computer's got something. I think it's the Zoom is making it angry. I don't know why. But I'm just going to move the sound bar to match the start of the video, and then I'm going to shrink it down.
And thank you for showing how to delay the text on screen because I didn't know that either.
Yeah. There's all these little things, right? Like, okay. So we've got 2 videos done. So essentially I would do the same thing for each video. But does that make sense, guys, this part?
Yes.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
good with that? I don't want to keep
Yep.
y'all forever.
And that's going to give you all 5, and then you'll go and do more for another day or whatever, right? That just does 5.
But yeah, I just did these 5 and
Perfect.
my plan, I think my plan of attack is because like I have those 7, my preferred 7 styles. So I think I'm gonna do like these 5 will make 5 different days.
Right.
And then I'll do maybe a POV for another 5 pieces of content for those days. So try and mix it up a little bit.
Gotcha. Got it. Makes sense. Okay. Got
I
it.
mean, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but right now I'm
Well,
pivoting, so this is what we're gonna try.
Yeah, you should have, you're going to do several pieces of content per day, so you might as well do different types, and it's simple enough to do it. You just do them all. Yeah, I get it totally.
Exactly.
Makes
Like
sense
when
to
I
me.
actually sit down and do this, I'm gonna tell it to do 30.
That's what was my next question. You could tell it as many as you want. That's why I specifically said 5. That's what you told it, but you could tell
Yeah.
it 10, 20, 30.
Now I do think ChatGPT gets lazy if you ask it to do too much.
Right.
So sometimes you do have to, like if you're looking at it and going, no, that's pretty crappy chat. Come on. Maybe cut it in half and see what it says then. Like do
Got it.
15 at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's just pretend we've got all this content is all done and ready to go. So I'm just gonna go up to this share
Okay.
and we're gonna download. But make sure you hit download pages as separate files. Because otherwise all of this is going to be one video.
Separate files. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna do download. Oh, when my computer catches up. There we go.
You didn't select MP4, just that's what it was, right?
It was defaulted to MP4, yeah.
Okay.
Now you can schedule, I don't know what's going on, but you can. So if I go back to the share, I can go directly to my Pinterest or to Instagram. I don't think I can schedule if I go to this Instagram. I have to play with this more. But if I was to go to share on my Pinterest directly from here, it only allows me to do it as a GIF.
Okay, so what have you been doing? Just saving them to your phone?
I'm downloading them. So for
To
my
your
Pinterest, I'm downloading them to my computer.
Oh, to your computer. Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's still going, or is it done? Let me see. Looks like it's done.
Would this-
Okay, so
Would this be the
So-
same as like Facebook? Because I'm not on TikTok yet. I'm like newbie, new.
yeah, you can share to Facebook. Facebook, if you want to schedule, it has to be to a page. So scheduling it might give you some challenges. But you can still create your content and just
Yeah.
schedule it when it's time. Or just
In
post
other
it.
words, you could download it, Susan, and then you can upload it to your Facebook later, right? Right, Nicole?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Like when it came time to post, because so when I downloaded these, I got a zip file. And I'm going to extract those just to my group folder here. Just because that's where I have it set up, but wherever works for you. Select, extract, replace, because those are my old ones that I've already done. And now you're gonna see I have 5 different MP4 videos. So Susan, if I was doing like a Facebook from here, I would do post one now, and then I would, wait till your 2 hours or whenever your posting time is, come back, post the next one.
Got it.
So that's how I would do it. I'm sure there might be other tips and tricks. Facebook isn't my wheelhouse right now, but I'm sure that would be, I'm sure there's probably other ways to do it, but at least you've got your content. Like now you've got 5 pieces of content that are ready to go and post.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
You changed
So
my life.
then,
You added years to my life.
what's that?
You added years to my life.
So now from my desktop, I like to post to Pinterest. And because I can copy and paste from ChatGPT, I'm going to tell ChatGPT to write my descriptions for me. So I'm just going to say, can you write a title and description for Pinterest? I don't even know if I spell it, but it knows what I'm talking about.
Right. So what'd you say you're gonna call him, Ryan?
Yeah, I don't know what to call him.
I'm calling mine Harvey.
Are you? Okay, so now it's giving me a title and description. So I'm just gonna pop over to my Pinterest, which I have somewhere here. Can you see my Pinterest now?
It says pin scheduled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm never sure if
Yes.
I shared the right screen or not.
Yeah, we're in it. Yep.
So I'm just gonna hit
Oh my
create.
gosh.
So whatever platform you're in, it generally works the same. You have to upload your video. So I'm going to upload my first video. You add your title and your description. So I'm just going to copy and paste it right from ChatGPT. Title. And you can even tell it to be SEO optimized. I don't know how much of that it understands and how current it is, but you can tell it and try it.
Right.
And then I'm going to describe my pin. But essentially, yeah, that's bulk creating. Like,
Amazing.
is anybody more confused than when you started?
No.
I'm just going to add I'm just learning Pinterest, so I don't know if I'm even doing this right.
I'm so glad you're recording this, right? You are recording this part.
I am, yeah. I hope so.
I'm a watch and do kind of person, so.
Me too, yeah. Yeah. So I'm just gonna
What's
Tailwind?
Tailwind or something with Pinterest? Do you use that?
No, because I can do it from here.
So what is Tailwind exactly? What is it for?
I think I haven't honestly really dug into it.
Don't worry about it. No worries. No worries.
But I think
look at that. You can put that in and you can publish it for a later date. Don't worry. I don't mean to ask a question that's irrelevant. I'll look that up. Don't worry. I saw that you got I see you have your link in, and that was more important. That was my question, my main question.
Yeah, so it lets me put my link in, and again, whatever platform you're putting it in.
So some of the platforms we can't do this, but that's cool. The ones we can, you can. That's awesome.
No, I did discover you can, so I'm just going to go ahead and I've got this scheduled and published. I'm just going to make a note that I've got that scheduled. Now I did learn today that TikTok, if you are on the desktop,
okay,
you can schedule. So if in the sense that we just did, where is my window here? So I just downloaded all those MP4s. So I could go and I can just upload my TikTok. And since I'm doing it on my desktop, I can tell ChatGPT to create my self-created description and title and whatnot. But the only thing is
Yeah.
you can only upload here. You can't create, you can't edit, you can't do anything. So I don't know if that's
So
a
you
bad
can't go
thing.
back and make a cover for it or anything?
You can add a cover in here,
You can, okay.
but you can't change the music. You can't add text. You can't do any editing whatsoever. Like you're uploading as it is.
Got it.
And I don't know why is
I
it
think
only-
that would,
Got a question. Could you save it as a draft and then go to your phone, go to your draft, and then do your edits?
That's what I have been doing is so I did do a little bit of a video on how I get it from Canva to my TikTok. But that's separate. So I actually go open up Canva on my phone from here. And I go into my recent projects and I can pull this exact project up and I can share it directly to TikTok from there.
So I just want to show you what I do on my phone to get the posts scheduled after I've created them using ChatGPT and Canva. So because I can't schedule directly from Canva on my desktop, but at least I haven't quite figured that out yet. So anyway, I'm going to go to my phone and I'm going to hit Canva on my phone. It's going to go open up and it is going to give me my recent projects. And so I am just going to go into, let's go into an old project. Let's do this one. Oh, no, that's not going to be a bulk project. Sorry, let's go into, here's a bulk one. Okay, so I'm going to go into this bulk one that I did previously. And as you can see, it's got different pages. So because we started this as a TikTok format, I'm going to post to TikTok first. So I'm going to hit that up arrow button and then I'm going to select TikTok. Make sure you've got the page that you want to schedule to post or save to your drafts or go ahead and post. Hit continue. And it's going to do its thing and then it'll open up TikTok for you. Just takes a couple of seconds. All right, so now that it's in TikTok, I like to change the audio for each platform. I do think it kind of favors if you use at least some of the tools from the specific platform. So I'm just going to hit add sound, take off the original sound at the bottom, and then just pick any song that fits. Don't overthink it, just pick a song. I'm just going to pick this one. All right, so that's done. So I'm just going to hit next. And this is where you can put your description and your hashtags. I have a few keyboard shortcuts set up so I can just pop in a quick description with my hashtags. And then I'm just going to save it to drafts because personally I don't know how to schedule from TikTok on my phone. Again, I'd love to hear anybody that's got that figured out because yeah, that would just be perfect. I've got everything else down. Okay, so I'm just going to save it to drafts and then I'm going to get out. And then we're just going to go back to the Canva app. And we're going to hit continue editing. I'm going to just hit over to the right and do the same thing with the next one. Hit the up arrow and then hit TikTok. And it's going to ask, you make sure you're on the current design that you're sharing for this particular moment. Hit continue and just follow the same steps from there. And then once you've got all your designs scheduled to TikTok, we're just going to go back again and we're going to go back to the original, the first page. And now we want to post to Instagram. And Instagram has its own sizing, as most of us are aware. And if you're not, it does. So we're going to resize it to optimize it for Instagram. So you just hit the three buttons at the top and hit resize. And as I've already been doing it, so it's already got it pulled up for me. So I'm just going to do it as an Instagram post square and just hit copy and resize, and it's going to work its magic here. Now, you want to make sure that it fits. So as you can see here, it's got white sides on both sides. So that's not optimal. That's not what we want. So we can just click on the video though, and we can scroll over on the bottom and hit crop. And we want to hit the 1-to-1 there and pick the area that how you like it to fit in that square. And yeah, that looks good. So we're just going to hit done, and then I'm going to drag it up to the top corner. Get it in place there, and I'm just going to drag it down to fit the whole screen. There. So now it's optimized for the size for an Instagram post. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hit that up arrow to share. And I'm going to scroll over to the right until I get to my Instagram. And I want to immediately post. You can schedule if you have a page or an Instagram business account. There are ways you can do that, but I'm just doing it here. But you can schedule from inside of Instagram. So I'm just going to say immediately post. And again, I'm on page 1, so I just want the current page. Hit continue. And again, it's going to think about its thing, and then it will open up Instagram. It's going to open up Instagram in a moment. Here we go. Okay, so it's doing its thing. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to change the music to pick something off of Instagram's platform. So, where's my music? Just going to hit the notes at the top. And again, don't overthink it. Sure, why not? That's kind of whatever, that's fun. And then just hit done. And next. And again, we're going to put your description and your hashtags. And again, I have a specific keyboard shortcut for Instagram, so I'm just going to plop that in there. And to go down to the bottom, and there is an advanced settings section. If you click on that, this is where you can go in and you can schedule. So I'm just going to hit the schedule and pick your day and time that you want to schedule. And hit done. Now when you hit the back arrow, it's going to give you a warning saying that some of your settings can't be saved. I haven't yet come across anything myself that hasn't worked. So, I mean, I'd love to hear if you all have found something this is hindered by or that has actually stopped. But for me, it hasn't hurt me at all. So I'm just going to hit continue scheduling and then hit schedule at the bottom. And we're all done. So you can just go back into Canva and you can go over to the right again and you've got your next one. So again, you want to edit it to fit your frame. I mean, you could, if the video side is imperative that you keep that video size, you can always just hit the color and maybe give the background a different color. Change that up a bit, make it look a little nicer there. Or you could even add some text to the sides. Whatever you decide to do. But anyway, that's what I do from my phone to schedule my bulk content.
Nice.
Because you can't schedule it from there. You can schedule it from the desktop. So I haven't figured out which one I want to do with TikTok. But at least it's on my phone as a draft. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, perfect.
And then Instagram likes its different shapes. So I also took you through how to edit it so you can optimize it for Instagram, how you can resize it pretty quickly and then go ahead and schedule and post it on Instagram. So I did that all in that little video too.
Perfect.